Hello and welcome back to Factorio Space Age. Today we are continuing on our insane blue circuit build here. Not blue circuit, blue science build. So we need to find the iron. I took the liberty of dragging some here. Apparently not dragging it very well. Luckily that didn't go on the coal belt, because that would have sucked. Game was being a bit weird here with this. Now this looks fine, except this one. I guess I was dragging it too quickly. Anywho, we'll get iron in there, and then steel will go in here. So we find the steel belt. Do. I mean, we'll start with this, yeah. Gonna have to upgrade that later, but we'll do that now. And then we need to find the second iron belt here. We'll extend this. And that needs to jump there. And that goes down there. Now this should be enough for this to start running. And this should be enough. Yeah, okay. And then you need your pipes, so we're waiting for this iron here. And this is not connected somewhere. Where is that not connected? Okay. Again, one of those really weird drag things. I think I have too much movement speed. It's the only thing that I can think of. Okay. And this then, in theory, should be able to make 34k science per minute. That said, we need more iron for pipes. This is gonna suck. So we'll get another iron belt here. I wanna try and measure this out. Because I think the gear wheels... No, they're not fine. Okay. But, I'm not gonna be able to stress test this in any meaningful way right now. Which does suck a little bit. But this should be a full belt. 100%. 100% should be a full belt. Now, while this is doing its thing, yes, I want to probably... This is also running full. This is also running full, I think. Why is this slow? Shouldn't be. What? This has to be a visual bug. Yeah. Okay. But I think we do this here. We'll just fill that up. And we're gonna have input priority on the same, so we're gonna keep grabbing from this as much as possible. We're just gonna fill it up so we can saturate everything. And the engine units are coming in here. A lot of engine units going all the way down. And this makes a lot of sense now. So we have one more science build to do before we can actually stress test this enough. And that's going to be purple science. So we're also today going to prepare a little bit for purple science. No, absolutely not. The hell? Stop with that. So we're gonna prepare a bit for purple science, and we're gonna talk about what we really need to make that happen. Because let's just say... Right, we need a couple more here as well, right? We're gonna need a couple more on this side. The biggest problem with purple science is indeed going to be stone. And it's by a very large margin that that's gonna be the problem as well. It's not only going to be a logistical problem getting that much into the base, it's also going to be a space constraint, because we have to physically fit so many belts of stone in here. So we have a couple of options. Just trying to do this thing here. It's gonna be those 4 belts, yeah. So we have a couple of different options. One option is we are just going to go out and mine a bunch of stone. And we're gonna transport it by train into the base, kind of like we have been doing so far. And just accept the fact that it's gonna have to be a ton of belts, right? And I mean a ton of belts. I think we're talking 34 belts of stone. Which means that the trains that we have today, they're not really suitable for 34 belts. So we'd have to make some modifications to that. Somehow. Either we make them longer, or we try to modify the... this here is gonna be a problem. This here is gonna be a problem. How long does this reach, really? Reaches one further. We'll do this. Because this should still reach, yeah. So either we make them longer or we modify the existing unloading mechanism. And at that point, how do we make sure that that unloading mechanism is at least semi-even, so you don't have a train that, you know, has half supply of stuff left, right? That's really the issue there. And then we have the third option, which would be we are offloading some of these products to be produced somewhere else. I think we have all the raw resources in here now. I'm gonna leave this for now and connect these when we've made purple signs. Because I need to see this under stress to know what belts to put where and of how much. So we're gonna trim this in later. Anyway, let's take a look at purple science. So as I said, we need almost 500,000 stone per minute. Now, 222,000 of those are going into stone bricks. And these also have a higher stack size, which is great when you're transporting things, right? Means half the amount of trains with double the stack size, for example. Another thing is, rail is the same kind of deal. We're gonna need 30-ish belts of rail to feed this setup. Which is where this insane amount of stone comes in, together with insane amounts of steel and iron sticks. However, this is way more complicated to offload. If we wanted to build this at a stone patch, we'd have to transport steel and iron sticks there, or at least have iron nearby so we can smelt and produce those things there. And we still need to offload 500,000 per minute. So we're not really saving anything. Here we're at least cutting down from 222k to 166. So let's do some math. If we are only offloading 250,000, 250,000, and then 240, it's still 17 belts. It's still 17 belts. This would obviously save us a lot, right? Because 166,000 per minute on 240 is gonna be 11 belts. So one of our current stations would absolutely fit that. Regardless, it looks like we're looking at 3 stations to offload stone-related products. If I go into our amazing railbook here, don't know if I saved any of these stations. I did not. But if we grab stone, for example, this is basically the minimum we're talking about, yeah? Wanted to unload here, right? We wanted to unload here, or even down here, which probably is the most reasonable, because purple science is gonna have to be huge. So this is realistically what we're looking at. And then 3 stations at least. 2 for stone and 1 for bricks. I think that's the most simple. And that would save us a lot. Actually a lot. Yeah. I think that's what we were doing. I don't think we have anything else that's reasonable to offload. I mean, it would be modules. But we're not gonna need an insane amount of anything other than stone. Okay. So I was looking around up here. We obviously have a little bit of stone here. We have a little bit of stone here, here. These are all, like, not terrible patches. The biggest issue that I have with going here is the fact that it's gonna take a long time to go down here. So travel time is gonna be bad. And that's why I decided that we are not doing that at all. We are going down here instead. So I'm gonna remove this. And we are going to find... not this. Gonna find this. It's gonna be a bit more signals than we really want to, but that's fine. So this is what we're looking at. Right. We need to demolish this here as well. And we need to start looking at... it's this one, right? And then other side as well. This is probably gonna take some time to get rolling. Maybe we need to get Spidertron down here. Just in case, because these are gonna show up at the most inconvenient times. But they're gonna run into the defense, so it's fine. And we will then just keep going here with the straight rail. So we have one patch over here. We are probably grabbing this. But what I want is to build this out somewhere here. And then put artillery there and scout with that, because there's no way that we have radar coverage for that far. You know what? I'm gonna make a copy of this and remove the tiles. We're gonna do the same with this. Copy. No tiles. Copy. No tiles. It's gonna take way too long for them to build the tiles. I don't have patience for that. We're gonna do that off video some other time. I just want them to expand the network, really. And they will build landfill whenever they feel the need. We don't have to go all the way up here and all the way here to get concrete and stuff. It should now settle for doing this, and this guy's gonna have no problem keeping up. Very beautiful. And you guys are now doing your thing. That should be working really well. I should have done this with the tiles before. But I did not. And the Spidertron is crazy with that range. This might also be a good stress test for our defenses. Once we get out there and we get some ammo going, and we have this amount of range out here, it's gonna be a lot of biters. I don't think it's gonna be a problem, but you never know. Right, I forgot we have a bunch of stuff here in the Spidertron, don't we? So let's help out. It's only 60 bots or so, but limited range makes this kinda quick anyway. And I think it's pretty good at charging up the bots. Placing double landfill and concrete it takes a long time. It's a lot of bots that need charging, and yeah. So let's just help if we can. Now the bots got tired on Forge. Gonna almost charge full speed though, so at least you can place these things. Also, speaking of something, the amount of power that we're gonna need to do 100k SPM here on Novice is insane. I think we're fine for now, but we are not running at full capacity even remotely close right now. We're gonna need to build a couple more reactors. We can start this one up actually. We'll do this while we wait. This is the only one that's not running, right? Yeah. Should have an indicator here that it's not running, probably. We can... no. No. I'm... Whatever. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna take this and go back here. Yeah. That's fine. I don't want to undo from a long time ago. It would be very unnecessary. Okay. So we keep going here, I think. All the way out here, I think, is the plan. And together with this, we need some walls. It's a long travel time here, poor guys. And there's not a lot of charging options down here either. Let's get this guy back into the Roboport charging area. Should be able to fill this up pretty well. I'm considering if we should add some legendary Roboports, power poles, and yeah, so we can put this grid out as well. That would be smart. That would be very clever. Question is how full this guy is gonna be when he has all the things. That's gonna be the deciding factor on that. And the poor robots are charging again. Wait, I thought I built this incorrectly, but these are not the same. They're not symmetrical. I was like, what the hell? What the hell? These trips are pretty straightforward at this point. Let's get another one of these. Because it should be decently fast, right? Okay, let's see. All of that is on the way, and it should be getting close to full. Maybe. We can see it creeping up now. There's not much concrete left, though. It's about one line of concrete right now. What about landfill? It's about 2 lines of landfill. No, we're definitely gonna have some room here. Let's do 200 of this. And 50 of this. What's the ratio on this? 4 roboports. So if we do 50, that's 10 of these. That's gonna be 360. So this needs to be 400. Cover 50. And if we cover 100, this needs to be 800. That's gonna help a lot. That's gonna help make this a lot smoother. Because the coverage is gonna be the problem here, yeah? So, did we get all the things yet? Well, kinda. We got enough of them to help out. Let's go. So anything that's not queued up, you're gonna be able to place down, yeah? You're also gonna be able to do that. Okay, the range on this is a problem, isn't it? What's the grid? Let's do that. Because I can see it's not really queuing up enough. Because it's a bit too fast as well. Let's stand over here and see if we can get those things into the poor Spidertron. So he can become a better construction person. Meanwhile, we can keep adding these. So we have the walls. This is still not built. But it looks like we have it, so... Wish I could see what bots were assigned to do this. We have one. Can I see the construction area on this guy? Oh, so it's 57 times 57, and it's gonna be around 100, probably. So it's gonna be like a Roboport-ish. No, it's gonna be 80 times 80, okay. It's almost like a Roboport at least. Problematic because these have already queued it up, I think. Hello. Nice to meet you. Out in the wilderness. My biter friends. Okay. We are quick here. I mean, these are gonna be put down roughly the same time, right? Hopefully we won't aggro a lot of shit here. But you never know. Okay. Let's place these out. And that's pretty good. Now we need the corner here. And the corner here. And we need this wall to go there. Oh, you guys are not... Yeah, can you please connect this, really? Wait, what? This here? And this here? Why are we waiting on that? Is it a charging problem? I guess they are stuck somewhere. I wanted these to be done with this, but... Okay, no, you did that now. Okay. So... that should now be... fully connected, okay. Well, now we just need to be a little bit patient here. Again, this guy doesn't really have walls. Maybe we should have walls. Maybe 2k walls as well. We can do 3k, I think. For this guy to help with that. It would be nice to not have to wait as long. See if we can go a bit closer here. Get that done. Oh no, this is not good. We have to go down here again. Okay. It's such a charging problem. How much walls do you still have? What's 700? Okay, let's go back with this guy. Building a corridor like this is obviously not very ideal for bots in any way, shape, or form. You charge all your bots? No, you lost them on the way somewhere. Kinda. Well, a lot of this is queued up. Oh man, this is very, very close. They're probably gonna attack that, I think. Unfulfilled requests. Oh. Okay. I don't care that much about that, to be honest. I think we lost a couple of those bots because of the rockets, maybe. Let's go down here and make sure. Although I think all of this is already queued up. Yes. It's unfortunate. You're not very helpful with this. Okay, we're gonna have to lean up here a bit. Are we done aggroing this, or? I think so. Probably. Cool. Oh, a couple of 100 rockets. It's fine. A lot of bot charging as well. Well, we're about to see the artillery in action. We just need to wait for these bots to calm down. It's gonna take a little bit of time here. I need to sneeze. Okay, I am back. I just want these to calm down with the construction. I want to make sure that the walls are actually done. And then we test out the artillery, and by default also we are gonna test out how good or bad our defense is. This, I suspect, is gonna aggro a lot of biters. We're gonna take this. We're gonna place it down here soon. Can these calm down, please? I'm very seriously considering adding a mod for increasing the charging rate or something of roboports. But I really am not gonna use any gameplay changing mods in this playthrough. But it would be so good to have something. This is going really up and down. Why? Oh no. Did we forget? No, I stalled that. Okay. Okay. We'll do that. I was like, did I forget that? And I think I stole it for plastic. Okay, so the bots, they have pretty much calmed down at this point. Mostly some travel time now. And this is even like, this is what we're dealing with when we have 20k bots. Maybe I should invest in some of this as well, but it's so much research that goes into that. And even it doubles every time, right? So here at 131 million, I don't know. Even with doing 100k SPM, that's gonna take some time. I'm hoping that research productivity is gonna offset that a little bit, but we're approaching the level where it starts to be not particularly practical to keep going with research levels. Okay. Artillery is going out. It's gonna take a little bit of time for this to plop down. I hope we have enough to do that. It's gonna be really cool to see if our defense can withstand this. It probably can. I'm confident. I'm very confident. At least if they, finished building the walls. Not super worried about the rocket turrets because they're only shooting buildings anyway. But we are about to shoot here soon. How can that be so quick, but we're struggling to finish this? Because they're stuck here in these... They are oh so stuck. They really like to wander into this corner. We're getting not close to max on UPS, but we're approaching it. I think 100k SPM is gonna... That might be a struggle. Without, trying to do UPS optimized builds. I think we're gonna move this guy down here somewhere. The rockets will kill my own walls, and I don't really want that. That would not be clever. Oh, we don't have any ammo storage. Wait, did I not increase this? Yes, I did. This is just not enough. Let's get more of that. Okay. I mean, we're raining down a bit on these. I mean, this is gonna be spicy. Or not. So the area that we're gonna clear looks like this. Hopefully we'll find more stone here. That's also the goal. Not only clear biters, but also find stone. These patches of copper and iron are really great, and even this uranium. This is a tiny 2 million. This one is better, 3 million. I'd prefer to be around 5 million. I think. Not that I think it matters. The size of the patch is more important than the contents of the patch. Yeah, so the corners are definitely struggling a little bit. Which is not that surprising. The straight walls should not have any issues though. How are we doing with ammo production? We are not, because we don't have enough radars. Because apparently this is not enough. How much are you? You're taking 30 to 60 per second. Well, let's do... These are pretty basic resources anyway. You're only building up to 50, so that's fine. We'll build a couple of these here. So we increase the speed. And we are now doing... I don't know what our max before was, but maybe 30 or something per minute. We're still doing 200 shells per minute. But I'd like to do more. We're actually reaching the edge here already. Ooh, that's a juicy patch. I want to see here how big that is. We might be shooting from here now. I don't know. Or not. We definitely kind of want to take that one, I think. So this one and that one. Ideally, one or two more. So how are we doing with ammo? No, we're doing a lot now. 1300 per minute, you're gonna have to chill with that, right? Hopefully we'll have enough explosives to deal with this. It's gonna be fine for a bit at least. Probably enough to clear out these. So, how many nests did we kill? About 800 so far. Of each. So we've spent 1600 shells at least. And then... a lot of worms as well. Pollution out here is pretty much non-existent though. It's just the artillery. We're still fine on UPS somehow. Although this definitely took an additional 2-3 UPS to try and clear this. I don't know if it would make much of a difference if they were in a bigger, like, solid group. Like, if this was 10 times more. I don't know if it makes any difference for our defenses. I think the fire is gonna kill it, regardless. So we're out here, almost on the edge of this now. So many shells. Okay, but it calmed down a bit now. I was hoping to find some stone that was a little bit closer here, but yeah. That looks like that ain't happening. That must be a newly created something, yeah. I think those poor boys were building a nest there. I would really like to see how many of these are actually coming towards our base, but... like this one, for example. I don't know if it's big enough to be a problem. But these small ones, they're just gonna die to the laser turrets. They are just gonna die to that. There's a couple of big ones coming towards... probably not the corner. If this comes for the corner, I'm definitely taking some damage, I think. I doubt it's gonna wreck the wall or anything. There's gonna be a lot of biter nests to clear out here. Mostly wanna see what happens with these big waves, and then I'm probably gonna let it sit for a while so the artillery can lean up everything and the biters can run towards the defenses for a bit. Then we're gonna need to extend the train network as well. Like this one, I don't think it's gonna do anything. The fire is gonna kill it. Yeah, it does absolutely nothing. Some bigger ones here. Unfortunately, I feel like this makes biters very trivial. And I kinda wish that that wasn't the case. Because now I feel like, okay, maybe I should just disable biters to save UPS. It's not like they're threatening the base or anything. Okay. Don't know if that was probably the big wave. Oh no, we have a big one coming here. That one is substantial for sure. It's gonna be here. Flamethrowers are good, yo. No, I don't think that... unfortunately, that big attack did nothing. Sometimes I wish, again, enemies were slightly harder. Anyway, I'm gonna let this artillery sit here for a bit. We still have more than 50% of this to clear out, unfortunately. And so far, I mean, we've killed 1,500 nests, 2,000 worms. couple of thousand biters, really. So, yeah. We're gonna have to let this sit for a bit, and then next time we're gonna prepare stone mining and transport and things like that for purple science. Probably also gonna want to expand the base here, because it's here somewhere we need to unload the stone that we're gonna get from our very nice expansion here. If you enjoyed this kind of content, consider subscribing to my channel. And as always, thanks for watching and have a really nice day.